Hi guys, this is Busco and welcome back to another video. In the last video, we ranked the songs off of the Pink Floyd album, Wish You Were Here. And now we are on what I consider their underrated album, Animals. Has the iconic cover with the giant flying or floating pig. And has a factory, is really cool. And the back cover is also really cool. I couldn't actually find this CD. I knew we had Animals, but we couldn't find it. So let me just show you, what's inside this. We haven't had a CD of Pink Floyd in a while. That will end probably, I'm not sure. Well, here's the CD with the dog on there. Really like it. So yeah, there's 5 songs. Need to get it out. Let's see what's on here. There's the floating pig. So, so this is starting to be the Waters-led era because, he sings on all these songs. Well, David Gilmour sings most of Dogs. And Roger Waters sings, one of the last verses. There's some of it. You will love that the iconic cover. It's just awesome. There it is again. Whoa, there's a lot of junk. Here's the lyrics for Pigs on the Wing. Part 1. There's 2 parts. They're both a minute and a half. Okay, here's the lyrics of Dogs. So yeah, this part right here, who was this, who was that? That's Roger Waters' part. Everything before that is David Gilmour. Here's a picture. Once again, the flying pig. It's essential. There it is again. Pigs, 3 different ones. It is very, very great song, which features a talk box that sounds like an oinking pig. And speaking of which, it is again. I need to. Ooh, sheep. Hear the sheep lyrics. All these songs are. Well, the 3 songs in the middle are long. Pigs on the Wing, both of them are short. They're only a minute and a half. And this was the follow-up to Wish You Were Here, so clearly it's great. So here's some additional stuff. 1977 it came out. And here's that year, wait, I need it. I think that's really cool. Alright, now I need to put this back in. Okay. Hey, that wasn't really difficult. Okay, so onto the list. So there's 5 songs, and this list changed over time because this album is amazing. It's one of my favorite underrated albums. Definitely check this album out. It gets overlooked, I think. It's a really great album. 5 of these tracks are awesome. It's just difficult to rank. Yeah, I'm still stuffy. I have a cold. Well, spring is coming, so yeah. Number 5 and number 4 are kind of the same. Number 5 is Pigs on the Wing Part 2, and number 4 is Pigs on the Wing Part 1. Both great, both beautiful short pieces. And this is kind of similar to Wish You Were Here. I'll tell you why. So, the album Wish You Were Here starts with Shine On You Crazy Diamond, parts 1 to 5. And it ends with Shine On You Crazy Diamond parts 6 to 9. This album starts with Pigs on the Wing Part 1, and it ends, with Pigs on the Wing Part 2, and it's nothing really different, right? Nothing really different. I need to change something real quick. I don't think it says part, in the song, so I'm just gonna change that. Alright. Alright, the 3 long songs, the 3 awesome songs, I think, because they're really awesome. I'm holding my camera in both hands, actually. Anyway, number 3, this used to be number 1, actually, but then it changed. And then another song was number 1, but then that changed, so one other song is number 1. So, yeah, that's kind of how kind of how the process went behind ranking this album, but it's really difficult. Number 3 is Pig's Three Different Ones. This is where Roger Waters basically talks about, like, by the way, this album is based off of George Orwell's 1945 novel Animal Farm. So he's talking about Pig's Three Different Ones, meaning that these guys are the politicians. Like, and like, if you look at the lyrics, I need to look at the lyrics actually again. So yeah, one sec. I'll just need to look and find them. So very, very, very great song. And this song features the talk box, which sounds like a pig oinking. So yeah, it says like, wait a minute. Oh yeah, he actually says a politician's name in the lyrics. And the politician being Mary Whitehouse. At that time, I'm probably surprised because he could have gotten in trouble from that. So yeah, and Roger Waters today, who we have now for president, which is Donald Trump. Roger Waters despises Donald Trump. Let's just say that Donald Trump Roger Waters. My God, Roger Waters despises Donald Trump. Let's just say that he despises Donald Trump. So we already know, we can tell that Roger Waters is definitely a Democrat by that. So yeah, Pig's Three Different Ones is a great song. I recommend it. Number 2, now this used to be number 1. Number 2 is Dogs. Now, basically, David Gilmour is talking about, the businessmen, like, based off of the novel. Let's see. Let me see the lyrics. And this is I think the 3rd longest Pink Floyd song. It's a great song though. So let me see. Let me see. It's kind of hard to read. The lyrics are kind of small. If you can see, the lyrics are kind of small, but I'm trying my best. So, but yeah, they're talking about what David Gilmour's trying to talk about is like the dogs are supposed to be the businessmen. The thing I love about this song is just the guitar riff that freaking David Gilmour just pulls off, that we know and love, because David Gilmour pulls off the best of riffs. This one's awesome. Number 1, now, some people might agree with me on this. Some people do. Mainly one of the reasons, number 1 is Sheep. And what Roger Waters is talking about is that he is talking about, like, the sheep are supposed to be, like, people that don't know what's going on. So, let me look at the lyrics. Oh, yeah, I also love the part where his voice turns into a synthesizer. That's very great. I love Richard Wright's stuff. By the way, Richard Wright does not sing anything on this album. Usually he does. Well, he didn't really sing anything on, Wish You Were Here. Or maybe backing vocals on Shine On You Crazy Diamond, but in The Wall, he didn't really get, so, really, The Dark Side of, voice cracks. Really, The Dark Side of the Moon, is the last, like, album where we hear his voice. Or maybe The Division Bell, because I think he sings some backing vocals, on there, because in 1983, when they were doing the final cut, Roger Waters fired Richard Wright because he said he wasn't contributing enough to the band, something like that. But yeah, I also love In the Middle of Sheep, where I'm gonna put this away. I love In the Middle of Sheep, where it calms down, but then it gets back to the action. I love that. But the best part of this song, the last 3 minutes, the ending, is just awesome. It is just awesome. 3 minutes. It's kind of like the ending to... the endings I love to any song. This is probably my favorite ending to any song. Eclipse is a great one. So is A Day in the Life by the Beatles. Also, I Want You, She's So Heavy. Now, this is kind of the same thing. I Want You, She's So Heavy kind of has the same, ending, how it goes on and on. Kind of like this, but this is shorter. But Sheep is just amazing. One of the greatest endings, I think, to any song. So yeah, the Sheep is basically, they're talking about the, like, people that don't know what's going on, like, or AKA the masses, I would say. So, here's my list. Very, very great and underrated album. I definitely recommend it. So, that was Animals. I really recommend this album. This album is underrated. It gets overlooked, I think. It's one of the greatest underrated albums of all time, I think. And you will love this album cover. This album cover is really awesome. So yeah, I recommend this. The next album we're going to be ranking, this is going to be a long video. The Wall. That will be maybe tomorrow because it's getting late and I have to get up for school tomorrow. So, stay tuned for that. Or maybe, I don't know, I'm going to be busy tomorrow, but hopefully I'll try to squeeze in The Wall, tomorrow, but we'll see. Please leave a like, comment if you want, view my videos, and of course subscribe. Thanks for watching this video, guys. This has been Hal Busco, signing off.